Hey, in this video I'm telling you how can you run the Django on DigitalOcean. Just check the description and click on the link and then sign up, and then you will get $100 credit. After adding successfully your card, you get $100 instant. So in this video I will cover a lot of topic behind this. How run Django on a VPS server. Okay. In the next video I also cover how run your Django project on the VPS server. But before this you have to understand how to run Django on the VPS server. So in this video I will cover all behind topics to run Django on DigitalOcean, and you will know a lot of concept. The DigitalOcean is a VPS server, and here you can upload your Django project easily and you can edit with your any text editor like VS Code, Atom, PyCharm. Okay, so it is a more beautiful thing. So for the developers it is better than any control panel because you can edit with your own text editor like Atom and like VS Code. Okay, so just stay on the video. Now after successfully sign up you can see this type of dashboard. Here is the droplet, volumes, database page, images, marketplace, setting, billing. Okay, so now you have to create a droplet at first. Droplet means a machine, a computer, a CPU. So just create a droplet. Okay, so click on create and now create a droplet. So now choose a distribution Ubuntu 64 20.04 LTS and now choose a plan. $5 per month you can choose, or choose a data center. I just choose Bangalore, and now you have to enter the root password. Remember, this password should be strong password. So for this tutorial I just create a short password. So just type BLEARN 123 BT. Okay, you have to create a strong password and remember this password and don't tell the password to anyone. Okay, and then choose a host name and you have to type a name for your machine. I just type a name Django example. You can choose any name. Okay, so now create droplet. So wait for some time and it will create a droplet for you. So just go to the documentation of the DigitalOcean how to serve Django application with Apache mode WSGI on Ubuntu. Okay, so I put this link in the description, just check it. Now you have to follow these steps. I just simplify these all steps, so just watch carefully this video and you will know a lot more. So our droplet has successfully created. So this is our IP address, and now click on triple dot and just click on Access Console and now log in. So my username is root. It is the default username of root, and the password of the root is blearn123bt. Okay, put the password and hit enter. Okay, you can now access the console. So just type UFW. It is a firewall and you can check the firewall status. STATUS firewall status is disable. So just enable it. UFW enable. Okay, so now check the firewall status. UFW STATUS status. Okay, now it is active. So now check the UFW app list. So available application is OpenSSH. You have to enable this application. So just type UFW and allow 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 OpenSSH. Because I want to access this console from my computer, so just hit enter. Okay, rule added. Now you can check the firewall status, UFW status. Okay, firewall has been activated. So I just delete this console. So now open the CMD from your computer and now type SSH root. Root is the username, and then type @ and then type the IP address. Just copy it and paste here and hit enter. Okay, so now type yes. Now type the password of the root. So my root password is blearn123bt. Okay, so I can access the console from my computer. So now go to the documentation. Now for the Python 3 you have to follow some steps. Just copy the sudo apt-get update at first and go to the CMD and paste here sudo apt-get update. Now hit enter. Okay, so now just minimize it. Now you have to install these all things like Python 3 pip, Apache 2 and libapache 2 more WSGI for Python 3. I just install Apache 2 at first. So just type sudo apt-get install and Apache 2 and hit enter. Yeah, just type Y and hit enter. You have to wait for that. You can take a coffee, tea, it's up to you, but you have to wait for that. Okay, Apache 2 is successfully installed. Now install all these things: Python 3 pip, libapache 2 mode WSGI, py3. Okay, just copy this line and remember it is for Python 3, the latest version, and paste here. But I already installed the Apache 2, so just remove the Apache 2. Now type sudo apt-get install Python 3 pip libapache 2 mode WSGI py3 and then hit enter. Now type Y and hit enter. And I will show one more thing. You can access your server from your computer by FTP client. So just install the FileZilla from Google. Okay, then go to DigitalOcean and just copy the IP address, paste here, and username is root and password is blearn123bt and port is 22. Now quick connect. Okay, now you can see this. You are successfully connected with your server. Okay, so just open the console. Now after install all of these things, now you have to install the virtual environment. Now type sudo pip3 install virtual env. Just copy this and paste here sudo install sudo pip3 install virtual env. Then hit enter. Okay, so now just make a directory. So just type ls and just type pwd print working directory, and I am inside the root, so just cd slash and this is the root directory. You can type pwd, so this is the root directory, and type ls. This is the all folder and files. I just go to cd var change directory var and type ls, and I just go to www, so just type cd www and now type ls and I just go to HTML. So just type cd HTML and now type ls. Here is index.html. Now here I want to create a folder. So just type mkdir my project. This is my folder name. Inside this folder I will install the virtual environment and Django also. Okay, you can create this folder at anywhere, but I create this folder at var/www/html where index.html. So just type mkdir my project. So now hit the enter. Okay, so if you check ls, then you can see my project folder has been created successfully. So just go to cd my project. Now here create a virtual environment for the Django project. So now copy this virtual environment and the name of the virtual environment. Paste it, but I want to change the name of the virtual environment. So just type virtual environment and then the name of the virtual environment. So project project env. Project env is the name of the virtual environment. Okay, so you can type ls. So you can see project env has been created successfully. Now go to the console and you have to active the environment. So just type source and then type the environment name. So project env is my environment name and then type bin and then type activate. Okay, you can also copy this, but you have to put the right environment name. Okay, so now install the Django. Just type pip install Django. After activating the environment, just type pip install Django. Okay, so now type Django admin.py start project my project and dot. So just type Django admin.py start project my project and dot and just hit enter. And now you have to edit the settings.py in your project folder by Vim editor, by Nano editor, or otherwise you can use FTP. If you use FTP, then this is the best. So just open console and type Vim, and at first you check the directory. Okay, now go to my project. Just type cd my project. It is my project name of Django, and here is the settings.py. So just type Vim settings.py, tab for autocomplete. So now you have to allow the host. Type I for insert. Now you can edit it. So just remove it and copy this IP and here paste it. Now you have to edit the static file and the static root, but I will edit in my own text editor. Just type escape and now type colon and W and Q for exit. Okay, so now you have to connect the FTP. So just open the FileZilla and copy the IP address, paste here, and username is root and password is blearn123bt and port is 22, and now connect. Yes, now go to root and go to var, go to www, go to HTML, and here is my project. You can see this is the project environment and this is the project of Django. So go to my project. Okay, so now you have to edit the settings.py file. So just click and right click and then click view and edit. So you can choose any text editor, or you can choose Notepad, or you can choose any text editor. PyCharm is installed in my computer, so I just click on use custom program and then browse, and I can choose any text editor. I just choose VS Code this time, so just click open and open. Okay, so you can edit your code by VS Code editor. It is most important and it is most beautiful, and it is better than cPanel now. Already I have allowed the host. This is my IP, and scroll down, and here you have to edit the static root. So now go to the documentation, and here you have to add this line, static root. Now paste here. Okay, so OS I think is not defined, so just import OS. Now save it. Now close it. Now open FileZilla, and now click on yes. Okay, so if you click on setting and click on edit, then you can see static root, and here is import OS. Okay, so now close it. Okay, so now check the directory. Okay, so just go back to manage.py directory. So just check it, ls type, and here is manage.py. So now type python manage.py make migration. Okay, now type python manage.py migrate. Okay, now you can create the super user by type python manage.py create super user, but I just skip the step. Now you have to type manage.py and collect static, but before this you have to create a static file here in the directory of manage.py. So just type cd static static. Okay, sorry, cd static not, just type make dir static. Okay, you can check it by ls. So here is a static. So now type python manage.py collect static. Okay, so now go to the documentation, and now you have to allow the 8000 port by firewall. So just type sudo ufw allow 8000. So just copy it and paste here, sudo ufw allow 8000 port. Okay, so now run the server at 8000 port. So just type python manage.py run server at 8000 port. Okay, so just type 0.0.0.0 and colon 8000. So hit enter. Okay, so now just copy the IP, open a browser and paste the IP, and now type colon 8000. So just hit enter. Okay, Django has successfully running, but I want to run Django by Apache 2 server. Okay, so now go to the documentation, and now deactivate the environment. So just click Ctrl C. So just type deactivate, then the environment has deactivated. Just go to the documentation, and you have to edit this file 000 default.conf. This is actually is in the sites available folder in Apache 2. Okay, so this is inside the etc. So just go to cd etc and Okay, this is not a file. Okay, you have to go the root directory at first. So just type cd slash. Now type cd etc. Now type ls. Oh my god, you have to type cd apache 2. Okay, now type ls. Here is a site available, so just type cd sites available. So now hit enter. Now you are inside the folder etc slash apache 2 slash site available. Here just type ls. So here is 000 default.conf. You have to edit this folder. Okay, so now I edit this by FileZilla. So I just want to go root directory, just type cd slash. So now open FileZilla and go to root at first, and now go to var, not var, go to etc and go to apache 2 and go to sites available. Okay, now you have to edit this 000 default.conf. Right click and edit, and you can edit VS Code because I already used it before. So now go to the documentation and be careful now. So you are inside the folder 000 default.conf. At first you have to add static directory and then project directory. So now just copy this static and paste here. Before paste, just comment out the document root. And here you can see alias static home semi project, but you have to change the static dir. So just find your static dir. Just type cd var slash www slash html. Inside the HTML I have already created my project. So just type cd my project and type ls. Here is the directory of manage.py and here is the static also. So just copy this dir. So just copy it and go to the editor and paste here. Okay, home slash sami slash project. Just remove it and paste here. Okay, and also paste here. Okay, static var. Be careful when you edit this file. So just go to the documentation and now copy this. This is for wsgi.py. You have to connect the WSGI application with the Apache server. So now paste it, and also you have to edit the path, and this is the path for WSGI.py file. So just go to console and type ls. This is the dir of manage.py file, not WSGI file. So just go to cd my project and here is WSGI file. Okay, now copy this path and go to the editor and paste here. Okay, and also you copy this and paste after the directory tag, and also copy this and paste after require all granted line, and just add a. Okay, so after edit the static file location and WSGI file location, now you have to enter the Python path location and the Python environment location. So just go to the documentation and copy this. Actually these files look like this. Here is the static directory, here is the WSGI file, and here is the location of Python environment and your project. So just copy this and go to the editor and here paste it. Now you have to type the Python environment and the Python path. Python path means the dir of manage.py. Okay, so at first you have to type the path of your environment. So just open the console and just type ls. I am in the directory of manage.py. So just copy the dir and paste here Python path. Okay, this is my Python path. Now go to console and this is the project environment. So just cd project environment and this is the path of the Python environment. Copy this and paste here Python home equal Python environment. Okay, so now you have to enter the path of the WSGI file. So just go to console and go to and type ls, and I am in the directory of manage.py. So just type cd my project and type ls. Here is the WSGI file. So just copy this path and paste here. Okay, so be careful when you edit this file. Okay, so after edit all of these files successfully, just save it. Here is the static file dir, here is the WSGI file dir, here is the dir of Python home means Python environment, then the Python path means the dir of manage.py, and here is the dir of WSGI application. Okay, now save it and close it. Now click on ES. Okay, so now open the console and go to the documentation. Now you can type this code for checking there is any syntax error or not. So just copy this and paste here. Okay, so syntax is okay. So now you have to give some permission to DB SQLite 3 and www data. Okay, so just open the console and at first type ls. I am in the dir of WSGI py. Okay, just go back cd ... and type ls. Here is the dir of DB SQLite 3. Okay, so now type chmod 664 and then type DB SQLite 3 and hit enter. After it type sudo chown and then type :www data and then type db.sqlite 3. Okay, you can copy it and paste here, and I am in the dir of DB SQLite 3. So just hit enter. So now just type ls. So just type cd ... and just type ls. Here is my project and just copy it and open the console and paste here and then type my project and then hit enter. Okay, so you can delete the allow 8000 port, then you have to allow the Apache full. So just copy it and paste here. Okay, rule added. So UFW status is active, Apache full. Okay, so now restart the Apache server. So just type sudo service apache 2 and then type restart. Okay, so now copy the IP address, open a browser and paste it. So you can see now the Django has successfully working on the Apache server. Okay, so next video I will tell you how to upload your Django project on DigitalOcean. I think you have understood the all of concept behind this to run the Django on DigitalOcean. So see you in next video. Thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. If you use the link in description and sign up, then you can get the $100 for the 60 days. You can use it. So just check the description and create the account by this link.